talk about some of the anatomy and physiology of stress and the stress response. When you really understand it, there are 3 or 4 of these responses that are subconscious to stress that you can take conscious control of that become like thermostats and thermometers for stress. Just like in your house, you would use the thermometer to tell what temperature it is, and if it's too hot or too cold, use your thermostat to regulate the heater or the air conditioner to manage that temperature. It's the same thing in your body. When your upper traps start firing, and they're up in your ears, and your heart rate picks up, that's a red flag saying, hey, stress is high. When your jaw, when you feel, if you clench your teeth at night, if you're grinding your teeth, if you just kind of let your jaw hang and it feels a little sore, a little tired, right? Because you're hanging on to it. Basically, if your teeth are touching, if your teeth touch in your mouth, you're stressed out. It means you're clenching your jaw. Okay, so your teeth shouldn't touch when you're just. They should never touch. It should be, you bite down on food, your teeth shouldn't really come together. I mean, you're chewing, grinding food, but when you're just sitting there or just talking, your teeth shouldn't be touching. The other is your breathing. Where are you breathing? Are you breathing up? So breathe up again, Jolie. So that's a stress breath, right? And you start to feel that difference between that and breathing down in the bottom of your diaphragm. Do that again. Jolie's a little stressed out. So yeah, and it's totally natural. I mean, through the course of the day, I'll feel myself start to breathe up because things happen. Your life happens, stressful things happen, and it's 100% normal. When you feel it, let that be kind of this. It's like you're driving in your car. You don't think about checking your speed and your oil and your gas and checking your mirrors. You don't think about it. Well, maybe Jolie still does because she's kind of young. But after you've been driving for a year or 2 or even 6 months, you stop realizing that you're checking all these gauges all the time. In your body, you need to check your gauges all the time and practice it so that it becomes this thing that you do without even realizing it. Pay attention to the tension in your jaw. Pay attention to the tension here in your shoulders, to your posture. So turn sideways, Joe. So the ear should be right over the middle of the shoulder over the middle of the hip. In that neutral position, then all this is nice and soft and she's relaxed, right? When her head comes forward, then this tightens up, and that becomes a stressful position for you. So you want to always be kind of checking your gauges and have your ear over the midline of your shoulders relaxed, your jaw relaxed, you're breathing down here. Obviously, you can't think about it all the time, but it's something that if you train yourself in kind of a daily practice to pay attention to, then you start checking those gauges. And as you check those gauges, you take control of the stress response in your body.